Cobra Disney Jedi, and I discuss all things that's related to the topics of Cobra Kai, Disneyland, and Star Wars. And joining me right now for this test live is Paul from the Star Wars guys. Paul, how are
Hello.
you doing?
I am doing very well. Good job on the intro.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to help me out with this test stream. I just wanted to give this a go before I get my live stream going in future references. So I appreciate you being my guinea pig.
Oh no, that's fine, man. I'm happy to do it.
So you're talking on your live stream earlier about your the movie Bloodsport, and of course I was having internet connection problems, and I just wanted to mention a few things on that that stood out to me with that movie too. Some of the actors, of course, the character Bolo Young, Chong Li, or who he played, first got his movie break out of Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee. With of course, that's what Black Dragon brought upon in the chat. But he also played another character, another villain in one of Jean-Claude Van Damme's other movies called what was it? I forget. I had it written down. It was a Double Impact. He was also where Jean-Claude Van Damme played a double character. And so far I haven't seen anybody in the chat yet.
I'm still sharing out the link, man.
Awesome. Appreciate it. So those were some little fun facts, and the guy that played Ray Jackson, he was also played a jock. He was a bully in the movie Revenge of the Nerds that was also released in the 1980s slapstick comedies. And did you know that it also had Anthony Edwards and some other? It really set the stage for some other actors like Anthony Edwards, who played Goose in Maverick.
I did not know that, actually.
Yeah. So that's a couple other fun facts. So when we were talking about how this was like a darker version of the Karate Kid movie, what was your thoughts on the movie?
On Bloodsport?
Yes, Bloodsport.
Yeah, it definitely was the term that I used at the very end of the live stream was it was more hardcore than Karate Kid and Cobra Kai, because we're not dealing with kids, we're dealing with adults, and we're not dealing with fighting to earn a point. We're fighting to, at minimum, knock people out. If not, even though we don't want this to happen, kill people.
Yeah. It's basically tap the person out, and there's our cat. Say hello, everyone. He's curious. That's why they're...
Hey, Crit.
Good to see you, Crit. Thank you for joining this is my first live stream I'm trying. I'm doing a sample, so I appreciate you coming in. I just got the basic Streamyard set up, so it's like I think I can only have one person in the chat at a time. I don't know.
You should be able to do 6.
Okay. Let's see. I'm looking on my screen. It says I can only do maybe 3 or 4. Careful, cat.
We're being invaded.
Yeah. He likes to walk across the stream. It's like we do some of our church services in using Zoom, and so sometimes our cats can cause quite the commotion.
Nice.
But anyways, so yeah, you're right. It was a darker version of Karate Kid, and so how did you rank that movie?
I ranked it between The Wizard, and Iron Eagle. But I also said that I'm going to be completely redoing my rankings because here, if I can, I'm going to actually bring up my ranking here because it's getting kind of out of control.
Yeah, you got
Wait,
quite a long list, don't you?
Yeah, it's getting pretty long. In fact, I gotta reopen the window. Basically, the long and the short of it is I'm going to be taking it from just a straight list. I think you have to bring it up. It should be
Okay.
right now.
Let me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So you see just a big list here. That's going to get to where you have to scroll down. In fact, it kind of already has when you consider rubbers all the way down here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be basically reorganizing this list into a tier list where we're going to have the movies that are the best of the best tier, then the next tier below, and then so on and so forth, and then rank them within those tiers just to have a more definitive picture of where these movies rank as far as how much I enjoyed them.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
Like, for example, Wrath of Khan here, that's an, if I was to go standard tier list, that's an S tier, top of the list. Absolutely. Same with Terminator 2, Dune 1984, Ghostbusters Afterlife, things like that.
Yeah. Oh, those are some good. That would be an S tier.
Yes. And Mr. Crit actually
Matt Cave,
sent
how
me
you doing?
Hey, Matt Cave. Mr. Crit actually sent me a website where I can try and create these tier lists, so hopefully I can get that live soon.
Right on. Yeah, that'd be good. So, all right. So it looks like we got a couple people in the chat. That's nice. So
Yep.
welcome to my stream, guys. This is a test stream. I'm testing things out, and as you guys know, I'm new to the channel, and so I'm trying new things out, and I'm going to see how things go. Hey, Matt Cave, did you see that link that I shared with you? It's a advertisement for a retro gaming unit, and I thought that you might enjoy. So just FYI, don't. It's nothing bad. It's something I saw on my Facebook page today, and I thought I'd share that with you.
What sort of retro gaming unit is this?
It's oh man, I can't remember. It's like you have to buy it. It's something that you have to assemble together, and you have to, and then it allows you to play some vintage video games.
Sounds like a Raspberry Pi sort of thing where it's emulated.
Crit says, even though I'm thinking of, I made the right choice putting. Okay, I never heard those movies.
That he's talking Tuesday Night Trek stuff.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay.
We'll tell you what, man. When we get to the end of the Next Generation, show us on Tuesday Night Trek this tier list, and we'll see if it's changed. Maybe I'll make my own.
Oh. Yes. Okay, yes. So it was an advertisement on my Facebook page, and it was a nice little video. So I thought you might enjoy it there, Matt. So, anyways, so what other movies are you looking at checking out?
Well, let me pull up the list of the ones I haven't seen yet, and maybe we'll pick something out for the next movie Monday. So let me see. I've just been kind of choosing them randomly from here.
Okay.
No real method to it except for the ones that are actually within series. I have decided one thing though, because I do want to get back into recorded videos again. Not every single one of these movies are going to be a full panel live stream breakdown. Some of these I'm just going to watch and then talk about myself in just a pre-recorded video and just knock them out quick. In fact, any sequel, like the Rambo sequels, pretty much going to be like that by default. The only exceptions to that are the Star Trek movies, because that's Tuesday Night Trek territory, and that's all I can think of for now. But some big ones like 2001: A Space Odyssey, that one for sure we will stream. The Aliens, we will do a stream on. But as far as which one next, let's do Back to the Future.
Okay, yeah, because I saw all three of those.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one, but it's been a minute, so I could use a refresher on it before I see 2 and 3. So next Monday, not tomorrow, but the Monday after, that movie Monday will be Back to the Future.
There's also another good one I see on your list right there, and that's the Clash of the Titans 1981. I remember watching that. I saw that movie.
I think I saw like a piece of that movie, because that one's about how Medusa gets killed, right?
Yes. And Everett Crit says you should watch part 2 and 3 since they happen concurrently from each other.
Well, hey, maybe we could do that Monday, since they're 3 parts of the same story. If I can sit through all three and I'm not doing anything that next coming Monday, maybe we'll do a big 3-for-1 stream, but we'll see.
Yeah. So, okay. It sounds like something we can shoot for. So, okay. So, one of the things I wanted to say is, if you haven't viewed my channel yet, go check out my channel. Let's see if I can type in my link here. Give me a sec. And right there's my link. So I've uploaded a couple of videos so far, and let's see if I can share this on my. I was gonna upload that little skit last night from
the X-Wing thing
with X-Wings. Yeah, let's see if I can get this.
Make sure if you're sharing it that you make sure that your share audio tab is turned on, because I've made that mistake starting out on here quite a few times.
Let's see, you have no slides. Video file. No, it's just I copied the link and it doesn't let. I don't have anything to share in here. Let's see, extra camera. Okay, like I said, this is something. Like I said, this is a live stream. This is a test live stream that I'm working on. So,
I might be able to bring it up.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Let's try that, and maybe.
So you sent it to me in Discord, right?
Yes, it was on Discord.
Oh yeah, wait, it was on your Discord page. I thought you had DM'd it to me.
It was online. Oh,
okay.
So was okay. I'm tired of hearing.
I have the clipped version pulled up from YouTube
that's
directly.
What I have. Okay.
So let me bring this up.
Yes, that was very cool. Yes.
I wish I had been there for that last night.
Yeah, go check it out. Check it out in length, especially at the end. Drunk 3PO was on, and he had some nice things to say about Gina Carano, and he also had some nice, insights.
Nice. All right, so the link is shared, but you'll have to bring it up on the screen.
Okay, so here we go.
All right.
There. Okay.
So here it is.
In my opinion, the problem with Rogue One is nobody likes to acknowledge. Not nobody. A lot of people don't like to acknowledge that Rogue One is a good Star Wars property because it's Disney. And if they do, then all of a sudden they're a shill and they like Disney Star Wars. And my mama, you know, all these other things. I'm like, but it's good Star Wars.
Matt, it's my
Fuck
second
you.
My mama. I like
Yeah.
that. That's my new thing.
clip that. My mama.
Clip that shit.
I put that over, like, I have.
You
Revenge
just
of the
said
Sith,
a
Rogue One, and
no
then
word.
Empire Strikes Back.
I
Exactly.
like Rogue One better than
Rogue
Return
One
of the
is
Jedi. Rogue One is a better Star Wars movie than Return of the Jedi.
That was a
Hot
hilarious.
Jesus.
No, I disagree
I'm
with that.
sorry. Hot take.
But what?
I mean, we had a good panel going. Everything was going fine. And then...
All right.
The problem, in my opinion, the problem with Rogue One.
Okay, it
is
just looped
nobody
back
likes to
again. So there it is.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that was the highlight of the live stream last night. But then, as Crit was saying, that Drunk 3PO coming on, and that happened after that moment. So yeah, if you have time, check it out.
I will definitely.
So, oh, good.
Not to completely hijack your stream, but you want to try and pull someone else in here too, see if we can handle a third person.
Yeah, let me see. Let me try. I might be able to. Let's see who I can. Let me see what I can do here. I'll put it on my Discord page. I didn't DM anyone in particular. I just put it on my
That works.
server for the time being. All right. So what else would you like to chat about? You talk about Cobra Kai. What about one of the things I'm also going to be talking about on my channel is some Disneyland news as well. And I know that you don't. Have you ever been to either Disney park?
I've been to Disney World quite a few times.
He does.
Who's in my room?
Oh.
About that, I just got interrupted.
It's hard. It's all right, man.
Say that
happens. Again. I've been to Disney World many times. The most recent one was actually this past summer. Yeah, see you later, man. And I love it all the time, but all of these complaints that people have been saying about how the Disney parks have gone down in quality in recent years, unfortunately, I do agree. Because
I do too.
Now, I will say this. Part of the reason why I'm about to say that this past Disney trip was one of the worst ones that we had is due to the weather, and that's out of no one's control. But
no, you can't. That.
Yeah, but at the same time, one of the days that we had went to the Magic Kingdom, and it was, I mean, pouring down rain. There had to have been like 2 inches of standing water in the middle of the street in like Frontierland, to where kids were sliding in it and playing and having fun. Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
But we wanted to get out of the rain, and we were trying to get into the Pecos Bill restaurant. But the Magic Kingdom had basically where you can only get in one entrance, and you can only get in if you are actually ordering food. And we tried to go in different entrances because they had different entrances there that they were obviously using from before COVID. But 2 different times we were like pushed back out the door from trying to get in, and they were like, "Nope, sorry, you can only social distancing. You can only go in this one door." And finally, Mom got fed up with that and said to the security guard, "Thanks for telling us that, and thanks for using your Mickey voice." And I personally didn't notice this, but apparently Mom did, saying something to the effect of their trash collecting seemed to be lacking, we'll say.
Okay. Interesting. Huh. See, Ever says, I might have enough for 2 days at Disney World come Nashville. I will only go if Matt Risman's going. Okay. Yeah, I've never been to Disney World, so I can, say I don't know what that experience is like, but I have been to Disneyland a couple times with the family. We went on our very first trip back in 2012, and we had a blast. It was all 6 of us, my wife and my 4 kids, and it was a fun experience that they all got to all enjoy. Then we went again in 2016, and this time my sons, they're a little bit older. They had no interest in it. They're the type, they'd rather go to Six Flags or one of those other theme parks. And so we took my daughters. We went to Disneyland again, and again had fun. The motel we stayed at had a free bus shuttle to the park and back, so we which was nice. And we actually had a better plan this time. What we did is that we go in the morning and we go in there for most of the day. And then what we do is we go back to the motel, just take a quick 2-hour break, just rest up. And then we go back to the park, and we would stay there till they closed. And I think that was, that made the trip more enjoyable.
Nice.
Let's see if there's an opportunity. I would choose being celebrities at ICC. Okay,
understandable, man.
Yeah, exactly. So those that I remember, my Disneyland experiences that I remember, and for me, my very first Disneyland trip, I must have been 5 years old at the time, and I have vague memories of it. There's like only 2 rides that stick out to my mind, and it's the merry-go-round carousel and Small World. We had an aunt and uncle that lived down in Southern California, and that was her favorite ride. So when we went there, she was insistent that we did that. So I can't do Six Flags since I'm a big guy. I think Disney would accommodate people of my size compared to okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right, because
yeah.
At the very least, rides like the more, well, I hate to use this particular ride as an example, but the Alice in Wonderland teacups. That's one that pretty much anyone could ride on. The It's a Small World. The only ones that I have questions about are the actual roller coasters, like Big Thunder Mountain, Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and those were the rides I love. Yeah, personally. I mean, well, it used to be called California Screaming. It's at Disney California Adventure. It's now called the Incredicoaster because they changed that entire theme park. And Tim's another guy who I'm hoping to get on to interview, and we can talk Disneyland because he grew up there, as he's said in the past. But that is a fun ride to go on, and when we went, that's the one ride that we went on. Let's see if I can.
The one ride we always go on in at Disney World is the Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. That is a must anytime we go to the Magic Kingdom.
Okay. What's the Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster like? Have you been on that?
Don't know, never been.
Never have been.
Admittedly, I have had a lifelong fear. I don't even know why, but a lifelong fear of rides that go upside down that I've only recently started getting over, but for whatever reason, I've just never gotten on that ride.
Interesting.
Same with Tower of Terror, and I will never get on that ride because
really? That's one of my favorite rides.
I know, and I'm told it's fun, but I hate the idea of just dropping straight down, especially being pushed down faster than gravity. Because I did at my home theme park, which is King's Dominion. It's part of the Cedar Fair company. They have, their version of the drop ride where they just drop you at the speed of gravity, and I hated that thing. So
really?
Any just drop rides like that is a no-go for me.
Okay. Because when we went on there, that was like I said, the last trip I was on was back in 2016, and it was shortly after that they changed that ride in California to Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, and so that was and so we're hoping to go this summer, my wife and I. It might just be the two of us this time around. But if we do, I mean, that's one ride I'm definitely looking forward to see. I want to see how the rides have changed since the changes that we went 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's see. I overcame my fear of flights, airplanes. I will never ride a roller coaster. Okay, fair enough.
Sorry, man.
Everybody has their. That's nothing wrong. I like I said, I love all those roller coasters. I think in 2000, our first trip, I take that back. I think I said 2012. It was 2011 that we went, and I think the first ride that we ever went on was Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. So that was a good way for us to get ourselves broken into the Disneyland.
Nice.
So, and then we did all the others. The only one we could not go on from that trip was Splash Mountain. It was under refurbishment, so we were kind of bummed out with that. But over at California Adventure, going on a Grizzly River Run Peak Run. That was
is that one of those tube rides where you sit down in the tube and you go down to the rapids? Okay, yeah, those are fun.
Yes. And so that's the one that we went on. And so, but then last time when we went, with just the girls, Splash Mountain was open. So we got to finally go on Splash Mountain.
Nice. And since you brought it up, what is your thoughts on the fact that they are re-theming Splash Mountain from Song of the South to Princess and the Frog?
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, usually they take things and they change it. They have changed it for the better for the most part, but I think their line of reasoning just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. They want to distance themselves as much as they can from Song of the South because they're scared that I don't know. They're just I guess they're just scared of the optics of that movie even existing and having their name on it.
Right. Yeah.
But at the same time, is Princess and the Frog? I mean, Everest just said it here. Song of the South really hasn't been in the public eye. Has Princess and the Frog though? Is that even really relevant anymore?
I don't even know if it's on Disney Plus, to be honest. I haven't seen it.
I'm sure it is, but I don't see, at least I might not be paying attention as much, but when I think of like the Disney princesses they're pushing, I'm thinking like Elsa, Rapunzel, Cinderella, Ariel, not Tiana.
Right.
But again, maybe I'm not paying attention hard enough.
characters, people remember them from the ride rather than the movie. But yeah, it's okay. Yeah, fair enough. And again, it's just a nice chill ride. It's one of those things where it's like you want to take a break from. You just sit in the boat and you're floating. I mean, it's no different than if you're going on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
When you're, that's a good ride to take a break from.
Yes.
I still remember Princess. I got friends and other side. Oh, because it was a 2D animation that came when it was on its last legs. Okay.
Yeah. I remember watching that movie. I've only seen that movie once. We all watched it as a family, and of course, being a Christian family, we don't really condone or support anytime even fictional characters get into demonic activity like voodoo, like what they were showing in that movie.
Right.
So I've just never really seen a need to see that movie again.
No, I'm to be honest, I'd never seen it either. So, because again, it was released around the time, my kids were pretty much grown up. I think the last movie that my kids really saw was the Pixar movie Up,
which is a masterpiece.
And it was a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so that was one of those things where, okay, yeah, we watched all those Disney movies, with my kids growing up. And, and it's nice that they're still on the Disney Plus channel. You can go back and rewatch them. And, that's, a lot of people say they don't want to give Disney their money and whatnot. But, for me, I had no problems with, some of the Disney things that they had, because they put on some classic shows on Disney Plus. Shows that I watched when I was a kid. All those vintage movies with Kurt Russell.
Mm-hmm.
He was a main star in several Disney movies back in the late 70s.
The most recent Kurt Russell movie that he did with Disney, not counting Guardians of the Galaxy, that I remember was the old movie Sky High. Remember that one?
Uh-huh. I've heard it. I don't know. I can't remember if I've seen it though.
It's the one where he basically plays the number one superhero in the city, and his son goes to a high school for people with superpowers. Basically, it's My Hero Academia before My Hero Academia existed.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, Kurt Russell has a great history with Disney, and, he's, one of my favorite actors, one of the actors I enjoy watching.
Yeah.
And
my favorite Kurt Russell movie, though, will forever be Tombstone.
Yes. And I think I just watched that the other day. My wife and I did. They had a movie. I thought they would. 10 Things I Hate About You. A lot of atomic situations. Real funny teen movie. Okay. 10 Things I Hate About You. Okay. I got confused with another 10. How to Lose Your Guy in 10 Ways to Dump Your Guy or something with Goldie Hawn's daughter. What's her name? Kate Hudson. I find it funny they did not cut out any of the jokes on the movie, but they added CGI to Daryl Hannah's behind in Splash. She's a mermaid. Yeah, that's funny. Yes, they did that.
Does anything Disney do make sense?
No, it doesn't. But like I said, they do have some good things on there. And, there's also a thing on there called Behind the Attractions. And it gives a history of all the Disneyland rides that they, and so I've been really watching that a lot too. So
yeah,
it's each streaming service has some great things. Each streaming service has things that you don't like. It's just one of those things. If you don't like something, don't watch it. What's that phrase? Don't cut your nose off to spite your face or something.
Yeah, in fact, I believe that's in the Bible.
or something like that. Exactly. So let's see. I don't trust these streaming services. There's a bunch of Looney Tunes, Cartoon Commission on HBO. So there's no. Yes, I don't know why. When I grew up watching Pepe Le Pew, I never thought of him as being, one of, being a sexual harasser.
No,
He
in
was
fact,
just he was just a romantic freak.
yeah, and that's the joke. If you try and take that away from him, you make his character boring.
Yep, that's true. If they're going to gatekeep some content because they don't agree with it currently, that's just sad. It is.
It is.
So, but like I said, there's things that we all have different tastes in entertainment, and so it's for everyone. It's that's what makes us wonderful as human beings. It's like we all are from different likes and dislikes, and just as long as you don't impose your likes on other people, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good point here too. Speedy Gonzales was originally made to make fun of Mexicans, but he actually became popular in Mexico as a smart mouse who outwits his enemies, and how true that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Speedy Gonzales in the Looney Tunes.
Yeah. I've never been as big into the Looney Tunes as much as I was. Whoa, what was that?
Oh, it's a text message from my mother.
That was funny.
Yeah. Hey, anything on a live stream, huh?
Hey, if things are gonna go wrong, you may as well get them out of the way on your very first
That's right.
one. Plus,
That's right.
It's a test stream in your title, so people can expect some glitches.
That's right. So, anyways, yeah, it's something like working out the kinks before I get things going.
Exactly.
So,
like I was saying,
but
I've never been as big into the Looney Tunes as I was into the Disney animated characters. I guess that's just my family in a nutshell. But I do like them. I'd say this is gonna sound like the most basic of basic answers, but honestly, my favorite's Bugs Bunny.
yeah, he was my favorite too. One of my favorites too. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Bugs and Speedy. I mean, and I especially love the episodes with Tasmanian Devil.
Yes. Although I still believe that the absolute king of old school cartoons is and forever will be Tom and Jerry. And I don't mean the new Tom and Jerry with the new clean animation. I'm talking about the old when Hanna-Barbera was still around, Tom and Jerry.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that I grew up on.
Me too. Like when I was growing up and would come over to my grandparents' house, I remember every single day at 1:00, Cartoon Network, I would turn it on. There's Tom and Jerry, and I loved it. They would play it for like a good 2 hours, and it would be like 8 different Tom and Jerry cartoons because they only take like I think 15 to 20 minutes a time.
Yeah. Exactly.
I will say though, there was one Tom and Jerry cartoon that just really traumatized me when I saw it, because it was the one where Tom is chasing Jerry and he trips down the stairs and the piano's coming after him and he gets crashed into the wall. And of course they play it off with cartoon physics, but basically he dies and tries to go to heaven, but is denied at the gate, saying, you've got to get Jerry to forgive you for all that you've done, or else you're going to go to hell. And by the end of it, Tom fails to do his mission and he's sent to hell. And I think that was before I really realized that these were fake characters. And I was like, and of course, growing up in a Christian household, I was scared because I thought Tom had seriously gone to hell.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's and they were innocent. They weren't. It wasn't meant to be offensive. It wasn't meant to, step on anyone's toes. And that's just, it was all clean fun. So
Clean,
I
violent
went
fun.
to, yeah. So I went ahead and
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
did a test for your YouTube channel. So do you want to promote your channel while you're on here?
Yeah, I mean, so we are called the Star Wars guys, and Star Wars is still our main focus, but the channel has also become a what do we as Star Wars fans think of everything else, and especially, not to dwell on it too much with the current state of Star Wars, I've sort of been leaning into that mentality a little bit more. So lately, we've been, of course, reviewing movies like we did tonight. We talked about Bloodsport. It was a movie I'd never seen. We do that. We've been starting it up where we do that pretty much every Monday, as long as my schedule at work allows it. And of course, Tuesday nights is Tuesday Night Trek. Fridays is Animation Friday. And then our normal Sunday stream is always on Sunday. And every single stream, no matter what, is at 9 p.m. Eastern. In fact, tomorrow, myself, Cash Money, and Evers Productions, who's in the chat, we are going to be reviewing the show Arcane. It is based off League of Legends, but it is, I kid you not, the best modern animated show that I've seen. And if you haven't seen it, it's 9 episodes, 1 season. It is very easy to binge it in a day. And I hope to see you guys all there tomorrow night.
Okay, well, I'll see if I can make some time to do that. So why don't you go ahead and give your final parting shot when you close your stream out? What is your closing parting shot?
Well, I always say thank you guys so much for watching this stream. Make sure to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm saying that this time, not for myself, even though, yes, if you do subscribe to my channel, the link is in the description. But I'm saying subscribe to, wait, no, he's this way. Subscribe to Cobra Disney Jedi. This is his channel. I'm just a guest. But just remember, the Force is family. And I will see you guys later.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to help me test this out. I appreciate it very much. And I just want to say thanks to those of you who were watching my channel. And I just want to say that when life gives you a hard time, remember, flip the script, seek adventure, and always get back up. Take care.
I like that.